Hey, yo. Welcome back to Us All in the Proof, and we are
the Windy City, Texas. Yeah, we're in the Vodka Series, and we are going upscale.
And
upscale
you know
price
what?
wise.
My dad was telling me about this, and I'm like, you know what, Dad? So you're gonna take the wheel, and you're gonna cruise us along, because I didn't hear much about this until my dad told me about it.
Right. It's spelled R-E-Y-K-A, like you would think Reyka, but I think it's Reyka.
It's Straka.
It's Reyka. It's in Iceland. It's made in Iceland, and I put in Google top 10 vodkas just to make sure we had all the bases covered, and this came up I think number 1 or number 2 above some of the other ones here. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, Dad. So, I mean, what are you drinking or smoking?
No, I got this off the internet, and they said it was, everything
above some of the top brands.
Yes, and everything on the internet got to be true.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it has to be.
So it's Reyka from Iceland, small batch, and they use.
As they all say, and that's 80 proof. We're going back to the standard vodka proof.
Right.
Of 80 proof.
It's small batch. It's Arctic spring water, and that's all they got in Iceland anyway. And they say they use lava rock filtration. Now, lava rock filtration, they trickle it through lava rock. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but they said it's right there through ancient lava rock. Well, we know lava rocks are ancient.
Right, thousands, millions of years old,
Right, so we're going to see small batch handcrafted in Iceland. So we got Iceland, Poland, Russia, Sweden,
California,
Russia, California. We got
hot, cold,
Idaho potatoes. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, we got it from everywhere. And
you having troubles over there?
Not yet. We just got a plastic sleeve, and I told you everything on the show is new, and this cuts into our valuable airtime, but we'll get there.
Ta-da! Wow, that was just like a battle to get that off.
Yeah, it was sealed.
Well,
I don't know if it's made in Iceland, but it's damn sure packaged in Iceland.
Yeah, they made it a ship for thousands of miles.
Let me see, you had to go on the ships. And a lot of these, now you don't realize, my son just brought up a good point. A lot of your vodkas, probably 90% of them are imported. So they have to come over here on buses across the water. Planes and ships.
Yeah, how much you had to drink? Like they came in this is the same.
Reyka. So it's imported, so they had to come over here from over there. Like the BMWs used to be, and Mercedes used to be, Mercedes and all stuff made here now. But this stuff we had handcrafted in here, and Absolute, all stuff made over there, Russian vodka. So here's Iceland's entry into the vodka thing, which rated real high.
Yeah, that's something, because you don't hear about. I mean, you have all these big players. You have Poland, Sweden, Absolute.
Yeah, France. Yeah,
right. You have all these big players. Iceland is very small. Iceland. There are more people in Cleveland than in the whole country of Iceland.
Right.
And the city of Cleveland by itself. So you're like, wow, Iceland ahead of the game like that.
Right. They can build a distillery.
Right.
But there's more people in Cleveland than Iceland because there's ice in Iceland.
Ice and volcanoes and everything.
So we're going to give it a try here. Like I said, it was highly rated. We don't know what to expect.
Right.
On these next two, this first one, we don't know what to expect, and we got one behind it.
It's distilled from grain. I mean, so
yeah,
it's just like,
And where are you going to find grain fields in Iceland?
Well, I'm sure they have, like who knows if they ship the grain in and they hand select what kind of grain they want.
We're going to find out in just a few seconds.
Yeah, we're going to find out. So this is just neat.
Neat. From Iceland.
That is good. That is very good. That is very good.
It was rated.
That's unexpected.
I told you it was rated. I just picked it up on a whim because it was rated number 1 or number 2 out of 10, way above some of the other players here.
I know in Iceland they're real strict about how they manufacture things. It's such a small island, a small country, and you can tell the strictness and how. It has a soft, sweet edge. It's very smooth.
In our demographic,
it's like carefully distilled. This is really
something just ran across my mind.
This is
And
really
our
nice.
demographic, me and your demographic.
Now, about how much was that when you went to the store? Because I had no idea if you could take a shot in the dark. You say, you know what,
$30, $40, something like that. But our demographic, we may not have heard of Reyka.
right?
It's R-E, but it's Reyka. But as we're doing our show, it might be on shelves in the high-end stores downtown Chicago bar.
Right.
It might be there already. They may know about it. So if you never heard of it, try it. Iceland, oh man.
Yeah.
Did you like it a lot or like it a lot?
I mean, like I said, you know, you haven't heard about Iceland coming up. I mean, you have all the. I mean, that's the thing about the competition.
Right.
Real quick before we move on.
Right.
That's the thing about competition. You have like with beer, wine, whiskey, vodka. You had all these big players that dominated the same.
Right.
The same 1-2 beers.
Yeah.
Or 3 vodkas or different wines. You had the same 2 or 3 players in the field dominating the whole landscape all over the world, and that competition said, you know what, Smirnoff or so and so has been around for 200 years.
Right.
What about us? You know, Jim Beam or Jack or Budweiser has been around for 200. All of them been around for a long time.
Right.
What about us? So Iceland, this was probably a huge thing in Iceland for maybe they could say, you know what, that was huge in Iceland for 50 years. You know, we don't know
Exactly.
We don't know when they
Exactly. I think it's an early player, but
it's an early player. It could have been 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 15, or 35, or 4 years ago. But for them to cut past and make themselves known on the grand stage.
As a competitor, what you want to do is find another person's weakness. So you say, well, theirs is good, but it's lacking this.
Right.
Well, then you find something to build on that.
Right.
And I think they did just that from Iceland. They found out what flavor profile.
You gotta be making some noise to be coming from
the champion. So that, like I said, I'm willing to bet this is set. If it's in the liquor stores, it's setting right now on the top shelf. A lot of high-end bars and lounges and clubs like 54 and 52, Club 19, all more exclusive places.
Right.
I bet you it's there.
And so if you go up there, you probably say like, I ain't seen that before.
So they never ordered Reyka. I don't know Reyka. Give me that.
Right.
You know, give me that.
And then you go down to the first 5 floors of that same building. You'll see the same typical vodkas you've already seen.
Exactly. But it's up there. A lot of people don't know about it, so I saw it. I'm glad I did. Put it on the show. We're going to try it with a cooler down. I let mine cool while I was talking, so I get a cool Reyka and see how it tastes.
Oh, yeah. It's like a smooth rider Mercedes-Benz. It's top quality to me.
Yes.
It's smooth.
Yes.
It's top quality and it's complete.
Yes.
So even
they're gonna make me
I'm gonna even dare you can even drink this neat and just sip on it and enjoy it that much because of the quality.
Right. They're gonna make me eat a lot of my words. Like, cause I remember I said with the entry level, you got good vodkas here. They do. Middle, you got good vodkas here. I wouldn't pay that much up there. And you got the upper echelon, what we're entering now. They really, could they be high price, overpriced, whatever. We finding out now. Some of them up here deserve to be up here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, it's like you might buy like a Impala, loaded Chrysler, loaded whatever, and you say, my car loaded, my car rides as good as a Mercedes S-Class or high-end BMW. No, it don't. It costs you more, but it don't. But this deserves to be where it's at.
And if you took the top martini bartenders,
right?
If you took the top, now you may say, okay, it's too much to drink, on the rocks or straight. You can take the top bartenders like in the Trump Towers in Chicago,
right?
Hotel Astoria in New York City,
right?
San Francisco. They can make you a top shelf martini with that, man, and they know how to make martinis or whatever cocktails to where the top end is a star player. That's so good that
this is a definite challenger to some of the other ones that we're about to mention here in the next couple episodes, and it might be a winner. So I want to go through my magic carpet box.
And y'all know I'm not the biggest vodka drinker in the world, and y'all finna know something else.
Right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Bam! I gave it a queen. Boom! Yeah, he gave it ace. I started to give it an ace. I'm telling you, this was rated #1. I ain't never heard of Reyka.
And this is something from I never heard of this, and I'm not even a big vodka drinker.
I have never heard of
Reyka. They didn't pay us for these ratings. They didn't put us no money under the table.
Right. This is going home with me and hiding under the bar in the dark.
And you know what? I'm gonna chase my dad. You know, I'm getting a bottle of that myself. That is superlative.
And this is the entry to our higher price.
Yes.
Higher price level.
Yes.
And it deservedly deserves to be there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it does.
Yes, sir.
So
we got more for you.
We got more.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Next time,
it's all in the proof.